Hey everybody, what's up? I bought a new toy and I had to make a video and talk about it. I did. I took my piggy bank, I cracked it open, I took $479 out, and I went out and I purchased the new DW machined direct drive bass pedal. I purchased the single pedal. I would have loved to have purchased the dual beater pedal, but at $999, this will have to do, and my DW 7000 dual beaters will serve their purpose just fine, like they always have. But anyway, this pedal is gorgeous. What sets it apart right off the bat is the word machined. DW machined direct drive pedal. Most bass pedals, a lot of drum parts actually, are casted, meaning the metal is molten, it's liquid, it's poured into a mold, it's cooled down, and there's the parts. This is CNC machined aircraft grade aluminum, which means somebody sits at a computer, they put in the exact specifications they want, a chunk of aircraft grade aluminum is put into this big machine, and that machine goes to work and cuts out all these parts. And no kidding, you can literally look on these side support brackets here and see the swirl marks from the lathing and the machine when it was spinning and cutting into this and making this groove in here. The pedal is gorgeous. Now, like I said, it's aircraft grade aluminum. The footboard is a nickel plated, I guess that would be nickel plated, and it's got the speed holes in it, which means the footboard is lighter, but as you're going down, there's not that resistance of air. I mean, obviously your foot is blocking air, but there are holes so more air can pass through the pedal as it's going down, which is a really smart thing they did. And also by putting the holes in the pedal, the aircraft grade aluminum being such a strong alloy, that these holes aren't compromising the strength of the footboard. So it makes it lighter, which gives it the ability to move it faster. It's not a heavy, clunky footboard. Now, what I love right off the bat is there's no spikes underneath the pedal. It's got this really nice grippy rubber on the bottom, and it's very, very it's big. It's big. That's the only way to kind of express it, is the footprint on the floor is big. This pedal takes up a lot of real estate on the floor underneath you, which is nice because it gives it a good grounding and support. I love this here too. If you look underneath and you can see this, we could literally swivel this piece here because you can adjust this to your bass drum. You could put it on the side so the hoop is actually like this and your bass drum can be all the way, you could use this all the way on the side of your drum. It's very cool how you have that ability to tweak this, and it's got these orbital little rubber grips here. Very cool, very cool. So let's talk about the pedal. It is my first direct drive pedal, which means it's not a chain and it's not a strap. Okay, so it has a very different feel to it. It's a very smooth, fluid feel, which I like. There's not that, sometimes when you have a strap pedal, you get that little just looseness, when you come up on the pedal sometimes. This has a really good smooth action to it. The recoil is really nice. I do like a tight pedal myself. So that's actually the only adjustment I made basically out of the box. We'll talk about that in 1 second. It's got a great smooth action to it. Really nice. No clunkiness, no clanky parts. And like I said, all the metal, all the aluminum is beautifully machined, beautifully polished. The pedal is balanced, gorgeous. I love the beater has this little swivel ability on the top here. So as it flexes into the head, it's not going to kind of warp or compromise the pedal just in the shock and stuff. So it's got this little ability to move. I also really love that the tip of the pedal here just spins off. You literally can unscrew this. All right, let's take this off real quick, show you. That comes off. And in this little cool black bag, you have a flat felt tip. The one I had on is the rounded felt tip. You have the flat black plastic, and it also comes with 4 brass weights that you can insert in different areas inside the pedal to give it a different feel of the weight. I prefer it with no weights in it. I tried it, balancing it out with the weights a little bit, and for me, I liked it without the weights, and I liked the rounded felt tip on there the best for me. This was what I like so far. Now, as far as adjusting the pedal, we're all always afraid to tweak the pedal when we get it out of the box, because a lot of times out of the box, it does feel pretty good, right? So, you know, when we start messing with it, we're like, oh man, I'm never going to be able to put it back to how it was. DW did something really smart this time. What they did was they marked all the factory settings. So on this pedal, right here, all the individual components, this is how you could break this down. If you want to adjust just the foot height of the footboard, just the height of the footboard, you literally loosen this nut right here and you slide the footboard up and down. And there are lines that you can mark, but it also has the large line for the factory setting where it came out of the box. I love it. Right here, if you loosen underneath here on top of the spring, you can literally independently swivel the whole cam and beater individually from the support bar. But if you want to go back to the factory settings, again, it's got markings here and it has markings right there that you know exactly where it was set at. And same thing with the spring tension. There are lines here on the side so you know where the factory settings were. All the way at the top it comes. I pull it almost all the way down. That's how much tension I like in my pedal. I really like a good amount of tension for doing doubles and quick little licks and stuff like that with the pedal. Now, you can also adjust the position of the direct drive itself. By loosening this here, you can slide the whole thing up and emulate more of that spring or strap type of a feel on your pedal. So they really thought of so much going into this pedal. It is absolutely gorgeous. It does come with a drum key like the DW pedals do. Now this is kind of my one confusing part. There are hex nuts on the pedal in a bunch of spots, right? And then there's the standard drum key size. So we have the standard drum key size right here. But the pedal also, the drum key has this hex part here, and it has a hex part here, but it doesn't fit anywhere on the pedal. So I'm not exactly sure why they have these extra little pieces for this pedal when it doesn't fit in any of the hex screws. But the drum key works, it locks in here on the side, so no problem. Now, like I said, I play a DW 7000 pedal, not the old one when there was a problem with the casting of the footboard when they first came out. DW fixed that a long time ago. Everybody goes from the 5000s to the 9000s and they bypass the really nicely priced 7000s, and they're excellent, excellent killer pedals. I'm very used to my 7000s. So like I said, this is out of the box settings, with the exception of I did take the one weight out that it comes with, and I did tighten the spring tension. So I'm going to put this on my bass drum here. I'm going to play a couple of beats. We're going to see how it feels, the action and stuff, the real playability of it, and we'll talk about that in 1 second, all right? Cool, let's do that. It feels really good. I'll be honest, it's going to take some time getting used to. What I can feel right off the bat in the positions that everything is in, to be fair to the pedal, I haven't made all the adjustments that I should make for myself. What I feel off the bat is it's easier. The pedal, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. It makes the techniques feel easier. I'm a very heavy foot player. I like to bury the beater a lot. I like to go right through my bass drum. And I could feel that I can relax my technique and my playing with my foot a lot more with this pedal. So that's just going to be a matter of me getting used to the new machine. I'll tell you what, DW did it again, man. They make some killer hardware. We know they make great drum sets. Their pedals, their hardware is absolutely fantastic and it's brilliant. And I'll tell you what, yep. I will be using this as my single pedal for a long time. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I paid $479 for it. It has to do with the fact that this is, as I love to say, a badass pedal. It's made very well. It's gorgeous. It's the independability. Is that a word? Independability of the adjustments you can make are absolutely incredible. I love the smartness that you can go back to the factory settings. Yeah, I love it. It's gorgeous. And it looks great. And it's not too heavy. It's heavy, but it's not too heavy. It's not as heavy as you think it would be for the size. And again, man, it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks great. If you're thinking about getting a new pedal and you're thinking about getting one of these, go down to a local music store, man. Like I said, the adjustments, the ease of adjustments on this is so good. And the uniqueness of that you can just tweak all these little things. Yeah, man, for me, well worth the $479. So that's my opinion. I dig the pedal. Let me know what you think. If you try it out and check it out, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, everybody, thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.